Laura here from Lalo Yoga and Wellness, and this is Radical Wellness Wednesday. This is a place where we explore various ways that you can integrate more wellness into your life. We like to do it in little bite-sized pieces, make it as easy as possible for you to really enhance your wellness on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, and even setting some yearly goals to help you improve your personal wellness. Our focus for today is going to be on occupational wellness. That sounds very fancy. It's really just talking about your work, whatever that work may be. So that could be everything from you are the CEO of your own company. It could be you are in a leadership or management position for an employer. Maybe you're running your household and that is your primary focus. Either way, work is work, and it really helps if you have a well-rounded view on how to feel best in your work environment. This can be really challenging if you are in a role currently that you don't enjoy. However, by using some of these tips, you might be able to take that job you don't love and at least make it a job that you can tolerate and use it as a springboard to get to something that you do love. First off, let's focus on what you can do on a daily basis. This kind of overlaps a little bit with what we talked about last week, environmental wellness, and it has to do with your workspace. So whether or not you're working in an office, whether you're working at home, whether you're working out in a field, maybe you are in construction, maybe it's blue collar, maybe it's white collar, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is that the space around you reflects you and helps you be able to stay organized and easily move through your day without having to constantly look for the things that you need in order to get your job done efficiently. This can look really different for different people and obviously for different jobs, but it could be anything from color coding your files. That would be me. I love a good color coding situation. Or it could be making sure that your tools and things that you use to do your job are organized in a way that the things that you use together are organized together. If you're in your home, maybe you're managing your home, then maybe that means, again, looking at your home environment and making sure that it's neat and organized and you're able to find the things that you need. And don't be afraid to inject a little bit of personality into your work environment if that is possible. That could be pictures of your family, your dog, your cat. Maybe this is, wearing some cute things that you love. I'm very into football. I'm a huge Seattle Seahawks fan, so I almost always have something Seahawks related in my work environment. So whatever that means for you, go ahead and take a look around your everyday workplace and see what you can do to get it organized and help it really reflect your personality. On a monthly basis, I think one of the key things is to invest time or maybe even money or both in your professional development. And again, this may look like something different for different types of jobs that you're currently in, or it could be something that is going to help you move to the next level of your job or maybe into a completely different job or environment altogether. So taking some time to reflect on where you are right now and where you'd like to be. So if you are at home managing your home, maybe you want to plan for a time when you're going to re-enter the workforce. What would that look like? What do you want to do? What kind of education or skills would you need to invest in to make yourself ready for that when the time comes? If you're in a job currently that you just absolutely love and you're at the top of your game, maybe you're getting closer to retirement, well then maybe your career development isn't so much your current career, but maybe it's what am I going to do when I'm retired? Do I want to spend some time maybe creating a pet project? Do I want to move into some volunteer work? What would I need to develop in myself currently that I'm not doing that is going to help me reach that goal? If you're in a job you don't love and you want to be doing something else. What does that look like? What do you want to be doing? It's always a good idea to be looking at what it is from a skills and talent point of view, where you want to go next, and be honest with yourself, because some of us are really great at some things and not so great at some other things, and some of those things can really be developed. Professional development can also look like personal development, because one of the things that is sometimes underestimated in the workplace are your soft skills. These are your abilities to communicate effectively with the people around you, from your boss to maybe people that work alongside you on projects or people that are working for you on your team. You need to be able to communicate effectively in order to make your job run smoothly, as well as be considered for future opportunities or changes in your employment. So personal development can absolutely be part of your professional career path. So some good things to think about: look at what you might want to brush up on, invest in, change about where your current skill set is, and then do some investigating on where you might be able to make those changes, whether it's a book or a course, online, college. Maybe your employer will help you invest in some changes or some courses that will help you get to that next level. Always worth looking at. And then in the long term, I always feel like it's really important each year to really look at where you've been, where you're at, how much progress you've made, and where you want to go next. What kind of goals do you want to set out for yourself for the next year? It's really important to understand sort of the trajectory of your career. It oftentimes looks kind of crazy, right? How did I get from here to here? And you need to look at that common thread and understand yourself so that you can understand where you want to go next. Use myself as an example. When I first started my professional life, I was a hairdresser. And there were a number of reasons why I went into being a hairdresser, but my primary motivation was that I really wanted to help people feel good in their own skin. And I personally feel great when I'm having a good hair day, and I wanted to give that to other people. And so that's why I started in that profession. As I went on in that career, I realized I didn't really enjoy it that much, standing on your feet all day. It was the 80s, so there were a lot of perms going on, a lot of acrylic nails going on, a lot of smoking indoors going on. It seemed like I was always getting someone who wanted a perm and their nails and was a chain smoker. And for me, environmentally, that was a no-go. Plus, I wanted people to feel really good in their own skin, but it's a haircut, right? So if I cut somebody's hair or colored somebody's hair or permed somebody's hair, it's temporary because hair grows, right? And so within 6 to 8 weeks, they'd be back. They'd need more. And it just wasn't as deep of a transformation as I wanted to make. So I began to think about other things that I could do. I had a friend that was in fitness, and she said, why don't you start teaching fitness classes? And so I pivoted to fitness. But my goal was still the same: to help people feel good in their own skin, to help them feel good about themselves. And I got to expand on that in the fitness world by helping people get stronger, to get more fit, to lose weight or be more mobile. And all of those things were great in and of themselves, but even more so, it helped them be able to do the things they really wanted to do: play with their kids, feel comfortable and confident out on the beach in their swimsuits. It helps them be able to, ride in a triathlon and swim and run and do the things that were important to them, not just from a physical perspective, but mentally and emotionally. These were big goals that they had that I wanted to help them be able to achieve. And through fitness, I was able to do that. And then as I've moved through this fitness career, I wanted to help in a broader sense, especially around the mental health side of things, emotional health side of things. And so I opened up even further to incorporate wellness, which is where I'm at now, running wellness retreats for people that are looking for ways to become more mindful, to reconnect to who they are as a person, and to be able to feel better about their lives and create the lives that they want to live. And all through that career path, I've had this same desire to help people feel good in their own skin, be able to do the things that they want to do with their life. So when you sit back and take an assessment of your career, that's the kind of thing you want to look at. Where have I been? What's been the common thread? Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Where do I want to go next? And what's that going to look like? And what's it going to take to get there? And I think that annual assessment really helps you to be able to understand better who you are and enjoy working. We're made to work. Humans are not made necessarily, well, except maybe a few, to be full-on couch potatoes. We would like to be productive. We feel better about ourselves when we're doing things that we enjoy and that we feel like we are contributing to other people, to the world, that we have a creative outlet. And so are you meeting those things? And if you're not, how could you expand that in your life? I hope these tips are helpful to you. I'd love to hear how you use things in your life to increase your career advantage, whether it is changing careers, expanding your career, growing your career, winding your career down. There are a lot of things that could be going on with your work, and I'd love to hear from you. So please make sure you comment below, like, share, subscribe, all the things, so that you can continue to get some tips to figure out how to make the most out of your life.